My sister always brings gluten to our kitchen even though she knows that my daughter has celiac and gluten might unalive her. I had enough. My daughter is on the more severe end of celiac. Celiac disease is an illness caused by an immune reaction to eating gluten. Gluten is a protein found in foods containing wheat, barley, or rye. If you have celiac disease, eating gluten triggers an immune response to the gluten protein in your small intestine. Any cross-contamination would set my daughter back for weeks. It has taken us years to get her properly diagnosed and treated, and at 10 years old, she now is underweight and has severe anxiety about food. She will not eat if she feels it's unsafe, and it's hard for me to blame her. Our house has both a kitchen and a kitchenette in the basement, complete with full sets of pans and utensils. Our main rule for the house is that there is absolutely no dairy, gluten, or seafood to be kept or cooked in the kitchen. Our older son is allergic to seafood and my wife is lactose intolerant. The kitchenette is for items containing those ingredients. Last month, my sister and her kids had to move in with us for personal reasons. They live in the basement bedrooms, and when they moved in, we very clearly explained this rule to them and explained why. But to our shock, it took less than a week for us to find a box of pasta in the kitchen. My wife and I were upset, but we let it pass. We explained the rule again and moved it. But she wasn't apologetic. Not even one apology came from her and she said we should not be overreacting because it's just pasta. A month later, my daughter came to us in a panic because my sister was making fried chicken in the kitchen. My sister insisted she needed to because the kitchenette was too small. It felt harsh, but we moved all of the food to the basement, threw out every single pan and utensil she may have used, and then deep cleaned the kitchen. These incidents making the kitchen no longer 100% guaranteed safe have made my daughter regress in therapy. We're working on it, but unfortunately, right now, it is so bad again that we have to feed her exclusively takeout from the one gluten-free restaurant around unless we want her in inpatient care. Which takes us to last Sunday. I get home, and my daughter is having the worst panic attack I've ever seen. My mom and sister were in the kitchen making an entire Sunday dinner. Spaghetti, mozzarella sticks, garlic bread, the works. So I lost it. I ended up absolutely screaming at them that they were ruining my life and had threatened my daughter's life for the last time, and I had had it. I threw all of the food out into the yard and told my sister that if she really cared that little about her own niece's life, she could get the F out of my house. She was crying and told me that they had nowhere else to go. Now my mom is mad at me for kicking out my sister and her kids when they're vulnerable over a food allergy, but I don't care. We have one rule. 1. She can even leave the kids here if she absolutely needs to, but I'm done with her.